What's going on YouTube? This video we're going to talk about a card I made for Cyberknight 8610 contest video. The card we're going to be talking about is number 97, the Agent of Catastrophe-Pluto. Now, I chose to do a card for agents because, let's face it, besides Hyperion, Konami has not given agents any Synchro or XYZ love. They have had Nerdgasms over 6 Sams and all these other archetypes, but not for agents. We only have one card, Master Hyperion. Now that's a little bit unfair. Now the card is named the Agent of Catastrophe-Pluto because, for those of you who do not know, Pluto is the mythological name for the big chief of the underworld, aka Hades, and he has complete control of people's afterlives. In this case, the people would be your monsters. If you think about it, when a card is banished, it's basically their afterlife, so I chose Agent of Catastrophe-Pluto because of his effect to be able to bring back your banished monsters. Now, let's talk about the stats real quick. He's not a... number 97, he's not a big beater like Hyperion, who has 2700 attack, but does provide a solid 2100 attack points if you want to go on the offensive side and start attacking your opponent with it. Now, this monster is more oriented towards being defensive, so I gave him 2600 defense points, which means that other monsters such as Grapha can beat over him, so it makes the player think about when to summon him and use his effect. Now, some of y'all probably have read its card effect and they're screaming, "Oh my god, man, this is so broken. No, we can't have this card. Too broken." But let's look at its summon conditions. It requires 2 level 4 agent monsters. Bam. These two. That means you can only... It requires 2 level 4 agents. That means you can't use any random 2 level 4s. No 2 level 4 light fairies. It has to be 2 level 4 agents. In this case, it would be Jupiter and Mercury. For those of you who play agents, y'all know that these are the only level 4 agents. Now, this summoning condition would make Pluto be a hard monster to summon, since most of the time Jupiter or Mercury will end up in the grave. Trust me, I know this for a fact. Now, let's move on to Catastrophe-Pluto's effect. His effect is, once per turn, you can detach an XYZ Material monster to target 2 of your removed agent monsters and special summon 1 while adding the other card to your hand. This effect is more towards getting back your agent monsters, since most of that time they end up being removed from play because of Master Hyperion's effect. Now, I think this effect is pretty balanced because you're not feeding Hyperion monsters into the grave as other cards such as Bionic would do. Yeah. And that would also prevent loops going on and shenanigans like that sort to happen. Now, for the second effect, I know what you guys are thinking, oh my god, what is this, an Egyptian god card? But no, I did have to think about this for a few minutes, and I came to a conclusion to add this effect since all other agents have a second effect when Sanctuary is on the field, so I had to add an effect for Pluto. Now, the way this card is not broken is because, 1, not a lot of people actually run Sanctuary in the sky, which would make its second effect useless. And 2, with this effect, the card can still be destroyed with cards such as Dark Hole, Lightning Vortex, and all those other cards that have no target. If you also read closer, it can be targeted by trap cards, which means it can be solemned. It can also be targeted for compulsory, skill drain. If someone summons it out and attacks, it can also be mirror force, deprison, and all these other trap cards that can destroy monsters. I think this would make it fair because when the player actually playing this card would have to think twice before doing something because of the card's vulnerability to traps. I also made this into a 10 promo so everyone can get a chance to play with it and test the card out. We don't want it to be a max C or some other card that's impossible to get. So hope you all enjoyed it and leave a comment about what you think. Also, if anybody plays Battlefield 3 or Dust 514 on PS3, send me a friend request. My PSN tag name is going to be in the description box. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.